Mom, where the hell are you? Hello? Are you out shopping right now? What do you want? What do I want? I told you that I was going to be coming to your house today, right? I'm pretty sure I told you like last month I'd be coming. Oh yeah, that was today, wasn't it? Yeah, I just got to the house and you're not even around right now. Come on, Mom. Where are you right now? I'm over at Ruru's house right now. Wait, what? You're at Roy's house? Hang on, why are you at Roy's house right now? You remember why I was coming today, right? I said that I would be coming by on this weekend specifically because I wanted to bring by my fiancé. I know for a fact that I messaged you about it because I looked back and checked the messages from a month back. Oh, come on, Linda. Don't be so annoying. What did you expect me to do? I just wanted to see my adorable little Ruru. You wanted me to wait for you or something? You're just jealous. I know it. Your younger brother, Ruru, is so much more important to me. I made his favorite apple pie, just like he used to eat when he lived back with his mom. I took so much time and care into making this apple pie. You know how he's always just so busy working at that incredibly big company, right? Unlike you, who's doing Lord knows what. That's why I made a really big pie for him, so that he could eat as much of his favorite pie that he wants whenever he wants. He deserves it, unlike some other people I know. Okay, sure. Big man and big company needs his pie, but you promised me that you'd be free today, right? You said it'd be fine for like over a month. Yeah, you don't have to worry about bringing your fiancé by or anything. I don't really care about you or who you marry and whatever. None of that stuff interests me at all. I know that you have no interest in me, Mom. I figured that part out after living with you for a painstaking 18 years. I just wish that you'd at least keep your promise about the whole meeting my life partner. I know you don't really care about my promises, but... What is that attitude, miss? You act like I've made a habit out of not keeping my promises with you. You know that's just not true. You're lying again. Oh, you know I'm not lying. You really do skip out on my promises. Even when I was a student in school, you didn't ever come to my parents' day or anything. I know for sure you never showed up to my parent-teacher conferences. You always made it to Roy's, though. Is that really something that is surprising to you? What's the matter with taking the side of my valuable and adorable son? Unlike you, I want you to know that that boy, who has become a man, has always been better than you. Look at the facts. He was able to find employment at a huge corporation, right? I want you to understand something from my view. I don't have a husband anymore. I'm going to take care of the child that is going to look after me when I get too old to look after myself. And unfortunately for you, that child is definitely not you. You don't have to be so blunt. You don't even have to tell me about your fiancé. I'm pretty sure I remember him. He's that same guy that you used to go out with when you were in high school, right? The one from your clubs? The school that you used to attend is a really cheap private school that pretty much every bum on the street could attend. I don't really feel like I can expect much from your fiancé. Wait, don't you remember, Mom? You were the one that said that I should go to that high school. I didn't even want to attend that school, though. Well, yes, of course I suggested you go to that school. Realistically, I didn't want you attending a private school at all, but I had to make sure that our family looked elegant and classy. I wish you didn't even have to go to high school, to be honest. I had to save up money for Ruru and his tuition going forward. I wanted to set him up so that he had the best chance possible going forward, you know? But then Dad had to say something about how you had to go to at least a low-tier private school because he wanted you to get some form of education, so I had no choice. Yeah? And I remember when that same father passed away, you just yanked away my college tuition. Do you remember how you did that to me? You said that it was rightfully yours to keep, and you even kept all of his inheritance to yourself, which I'm assuming means that you're going to be using it to buy your stupid clothes. You ungrateful little bitch. You should realistically be glad that I decided to pay for even 2 years of your stupid college tuition. What a worthless education. Honestly, even after that, you worked at your silly little part-time job, which I don't even know how you managed, and paid off all your tuition your junior and senior year. You really should have just done that for your freshman and sophomore years, too. Then, I might have been able to save more money so that I didn't have to worry about my funds when I started to get old. You know how worried I am? Wait, what are you talking about, Mom? If you didn't ask me for your tuition for your freshman or sophomore years of college, then I would have been able to just add that to the inheritance that your father left behind for me. Then, I would have been able to live a much more comfortable life after I retired and got old. Wait, hang on. You're saying that I'm at fault for you using your husband's inheritance like it was nothing? I think that speaks way more to your character flaws than mine. Maybe if you had actually planned to use of your money more carefully, you would still have more money. What? How dare you speak to your mother like that? This is exactly why I hate people like you. You aren't thankful at all for someone who raised you, even when they didn't want you to begin with. Ruru is so much kinder to his mother than you are and takes much greater care of her. Okay, Mom. Whatever. You're telling me that you're not interested in talking to my fiancé, right? You're not even going to say hello? Yeah, nope. Not interested. I'm not interested in some broke girl and some random man she picked up off the street getting married. You seriously are such a pain in the butt. The least you could have done as a daughter is to find some fine young man with a lot of money so that you could help me live comfortably. If you want to live so comfortably, which I know actually means more lavishly, why don't you just go find a place to work yourself, Mom? And do you mind explaining to me why the hell I have to work for myself when I've worked so hard raising you? I put my heart and soul into raising you and your brother, so it's only common sense for you and your younger brother to be taking care of me once I'm too old to take care of myself. Do you really believe in any of that crap that you're saying right now? I mean, seriously? Yeah, you're my kids. It's totally common sense that as kids you have to come back and take care of your parents. Honestly though, you don't have to come back at all. You just go ahead and send me money consistently. I'm gonna be living with Ruru since he's actually smart and kind, unlike you. Wait. You're going to live with Roy? Yeah, I'm gonna sell the house that we live in now, and I'm gonna be moving over to the big apartment that Ruru lives in. I've always wanted to live with Ruru, so I think it all works out for the best. I'll tell you what, I'll let everything go if you just send me, let's say, $1,000 a month? What are you talking about, let everything go? What do you need to let go? And what? $1,000 a month? I'm saying I don't care about anything as long as you just pay me my $1,000 a month. It's not like I want to ever live with someone like you anyway, so don't worry about it. Honestly, all you need to do is just pay me, okay? Just as a thank you for me and everything I've done for you. Are we done here now? I'm gonna be going out with Ruru now, so yeah. Yeah, I think both of us have decided that there is almost no point in us waiting here at all. To be honest, I don't think there's any point in us seeing you even if you did show up, so we're gonna leave too.
Hey sis, I heard you came by yesterday to introduce your fiancé, right? I'm so sorry. I didn't know anything about it. She told me something about it, and I told her to go home immediately. Of course, you know, Mom being Mom, she wouldn't listen to me at all. I told her as best I could to at least go say hi to your fiancé, but I'm sorry. I really didn't know.
Oh, it's okay, Roy. I know you didn't know. I'm used to this at this point, and I don't ever blame you for her shenanigans. Besides, I know she's been bothering you too. She probably just went to your house out of the blue and knocked on your door without ever telling you she was going, right?
Yeah, how did you know? I was seriously surprised when she was knocking at my door. And here's the kicker too. She somehow had a spare key to my house. Can you believe that crap, sis?
A spare key?
Yeah, my girlfriend was staying over at my house from the day before yesterday too. We were supposed to relax and watch movies at my place over the weekend, but of course, once Mom showed up, all of those plans got thrown out the window too.
Wait, you're telling me that your girlfriend was staying over at your place and Mom decided that she would just show up herself and stay?
Yeah, you wouldn't believe the look my girlfriend gave me when we heard her open the door with her spare key. Both of us had goosebumps. We were so scared.
What the hell?
Yeah, well, apparently she decided that she would help herself to my spare key when she came over to my house before, so yeah.
Wait, was your girlfriend okay? I know that she was pretty much very unaccepting of any and all women that ever came close to you, right? She just didn't like them being near you at all.
Yeah, she was trying to say something about her as an added bonus to breaking into my house. So I told her to leave real quick. You have no idea how much I had to apologize after that.
Well then, I guess you could say that both ends of that stick were pretty shitty, huh?
I've been wanting to ask you, but don't you think that she's kind of leveled up after Dad passed away?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but you realize that she told me the other day when she ghosted me that she wanted me to pay her $1,000 a month, right? Just like a gesture of good faith for raising us.
Wait, what? Why would you do that?
Well, according to her plans going forward in life, she's going to be selling the house that she lives in right now, and she's going to be moving herself into your apartment. She's going to have her adorable, amazing son, you, take care of her when she gets too old to take care of herself. Oh, and she wants me to fund all of this by sending her at least $1,000 a month.
Wait, hold on. Live in my house? I didn't hear anything about that. What the hell? I cannot have her live in the same house as me.
Yeah, I kind of figured you didn't know about it when she said that. I'm sure she was just saying that because she felt like she wanted to brag about how swell you two are to me, but I really didn't expect myself to be spot on about my hunch.
I'm going to be coming up on my lease expiration date for my apartment real soon. I was actually considering that after the lease ends, I would move in with my girlfriend. I definitely don't want her to get in the way of my life either. And what the hell is she talking about? Me taking care of her? She's gotta have the money that Dad left behind, right? I'm sure that's more than enough for her to live comfortably.
Oh, she's already spent most of that money already. I'm pretty sure she's coming up on being bankrupt soon.
Wait, what? But there's so much money in Dad's inheritance, right? And she even told us that we needed to not expect any kind of inheritance either, just so that she could take on all the inheritance. She kept all that to herself.
Oh, come on, Roy. You really think the woman has any kind of idea how to spend money responsibly?
I mean...
Honestly, she keeps talking about how much we owe her or how much I should want to repay her for everything that she's ever done for me, but I don't feel like I owe her anything. I really feel like I've done more than enough to repay her for whatever she's done.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You know that recently she figured out how to use my credit card information online, right? She's been doing a shopping spree on Amazon. It's literally insane.
Wait, you too?
Oh, so she's been using your card too? Oh my god, that woman's shame knows no bounds.
Yeah, when I went back to our parents' house because it was our dad's day of passing, I'm like 99% sure that she probably looked at my credit card information when I wasn't looking and copied it down somewhere on her notepad.
You've gotta be kidding me.
You know what she said when I asked her to stop? She started complaining. She said that you've already forgot all of the money that I've spent on you growing up. When I think about the fact that I have to be family with her for the rest of my life, I'm not sure that I can keep up. That was probably one of the moments where I was almost sure that I would have to completely cut ties with her.
Oh, trust me, you're not the only one. I've been thinking about it every day. She keeps bringing me her damned apple pie too. I don't even really love that apple pie, and it's mediocre at best. And it's always massive, at least make the pie a reasonable size, you know? There's no way I finish eating that in time. It's really kind, but at the same time, you're just being annoying. I'll have to think of something to deal with her too.
Oh yeah, kinda switching topics real quick, but would it be alright if I go ahead and send you the wedding invitations?
Oh, you guys have already picked out a venue?
Yeah, we kinda just went with it and chose it yesterday.
Hey, so about that, would it be alright if I take my girlfriend to your wedding as well? It would be really cool.
I mean, hey, if she's interested in going, then yeah, by all means. Please bring her along too. But are you sure she's okay with it?
She works in the same company as me. She's in the secretarial department, but yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay then, sure. I'll send out my wedding invitations for you too, okay? Be sure to hand her hers too.
Thanks, sis.
Oh, and about both of our families meeting up with each other to get to know each other, I'll let you know when we decide on a date for everyone to be able to say hi. I'm pretty sure Mom won't ever make the time of day to come say hi, but...
Yeah, you're probably right. I'll be saying hi to them on behalf of your mom and dad, alright? If that's cool with you anyway.
Yeah, you have no idea how great it is to have a younger brother who knows how to handle himself. You're a lifesaver. Thank you. Alright, I'll message you again when everything is set in stone. Go ahead and let your girlfriend know too. You realize that I'm literally your mother. How dare you? You chased your own mother out of your wedding? I did not raise my daughter to be this kind of terrible person. What were you thinking? No. I want you to tell me what the hell you were thinking, Mom. Are you being serious right now? You showed up to your own daughter's wedding in funeral attire. What are you smoking? Oh, come on. It was perfect for this sort of wedding, don't you think? I think I outdid myself. That terrible wedding with no taste or any kind of class at all. Did you see how puny it was? I would be so out of place wearing a very nice dress. Chic funeral garb is more than appropriate for a tiny little wedding like that. I really cannot believe the audacity that you have wearing funeral attire to a wedding. You need to stop this right now. That's why I said you need to leave the wedding immediately. You're seriously one of the most rotten people that I know. How could you chase your own mother out of your wedding? You come back and you open these doors to the wedding right this minute. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be letting you take any part of this wedding in that funeral outfit. Oh my gosh, did you not hear what I said? This tiny little puny wedding, it doesn't matter what I wear, it's all the same. This is a great wedding venue, and a great wedding is currently taking place right now. There are almost no guests that showed up to your wedding as well. I don't think I saw more than 20 people. I don't think you can look forward to many people being at your baby shower and giving you gifts. Are you some kind of stupid? The whole point of these weddings is to invite as many people as you can that have nothing to do with anything and make sure that you are able to make up your losses with gifts. Oh please, like you're ever going to be coming here and gifting us anything? You have no intention of celebrating our wedding. Well, yeah, I'm your mother. I should be able to do everything with you for free, don't you understand? I'm actually at a loss for words. You're gonna suddenly start acting like you're some fancy mother that loves her daughter when you didn't even come to the family meeting. And besides, we haven't even invited people except people who are actually relatives in our families. There are no extra guests at this wedding. You realize the endless list of people we would have to invite if we started inviting people who aren't relatives? You need to invite more than enough people to make up your losses. Now, you're barely going to be able to make up like half the amount because you didn't invite any extras. I was actually planning on taking all of the extra earnings that you made, and you've gone and ruined it. Wait, what? You were going to take all of it? What the hell are you talking about? I mean, look at the size of the wedding venue. It's so tiny and I'm sure it's super cheap too. Honestly, it's just screaming budget friendly, and I mistook it for a funeral. Funeral attire is perfect for this. You really don't know who my husband is, do you? Huh? I mean, yeah, how would you know? It's not like you came to the family meeting like I asked you to. Then, you would have known. Actually, come to think of it, you didn't even take the time out of your day to come say hi to him before that. It's just your stupid boyfriend from high school, right? Your classmate or something. Yeah, he is my high school sweetheart, you're right. But you know something else? I never said anything about him being from the same school as me. That was something that you just kept saying. What? What are you talking about, Linda? Yeah, when I was going to after-school tutoring because Dad suggested that I go for college entrance exams, I met someone who was in the same grade as me. He's actually from a different high school. Yeah, I don't really care. These details are all unimportant. No matter, that man only holds a wedding this tiny, which means that he's also tiny in more ways than one. He's absolutely poor, without a doubt. Okay, I guess you're right, Mom, if that's what your definition of poor is. But to me, the heir to a giant corporation is not even close to the definition of poor. Wait, what? The heir to a giant corporation? Yeah, he's the son of a giant corporation's president. He works there as the runner-up for the next president. You know that really big company that your Ruru works at? Wait, he's the boss of Ruru? That's what I meant by there is literally no end to all of this when we start inviting people that aren't relatives. We made sure it was only relatives at this wedding. Wait, hang on just a second. What are you talking about, Ruru's boss? What the hell are you talking about? Okay, do you understand that your son works at a really big corporation? Well, the president of that really big corporation is going to be my father-in-law. Are you starting to get the picture? The next president is my husband. And if you look at the chain of command, my husband is Roy's boss. They actually work together in the same department. They're very familiar with each other. You've got to be kidding me right now, right? At first, I thought it was just a joke, too, but eventually I believed him. Who would have thunk that my own younger brother's boss would be my boyfriend? So you're telling me that your husband is really the heir to a giant corporation? Yeah, but you know, I guess the heir to that corporation, your son's boss, is just a regular broke hobo. To me, I think that this man is incredible and hardworking. Not many people can achieve what he has. Wait, hang on a second. So you're telling me that you have successfully married into a lot of money? I mean, yeah, I guess most people would say that, but I don't know about you. Oh my god, what an incredible daughter I have! I'm so proud of you, sweetie! Now my life is going to be secured and safe too! Hang on though, Mom. I'm sorry to break this news to you like this, but I'm going to be cutting all ties with you. What did you just say to me? I know that you want to use my position as the wife of an heir and Roy working as his high corporate job so that you just get to do nothing and funnel all that sweet, sweet money my way. But I'm not going to let that fly. I'm sorry, but no. That's why we're both going to be cutting all ties with you. You will not be family with us anymore. Wait, what do you mean both? Anyway, I've got to go now because the wedding's about to start. I don't have time for you. Wait, you just hang on a second, young lady. Oh, by the way, I've already told the wedding staff that they shouldn't let you back into the wedding venue and that they know all about you, so yeah. You're not going to be getting back into the wedding, no exceptions at all. I don't think it matters how much money you pay to who, you're not going to be able to find your way back in here. How could you possibly have a wedding where you don't even have the bride's parents attending? It's alright, I don't have my parents, but I have a very kind and strong younger brother. You hang on! You need to answer your damn phone, young lady! Stop ignoring me! What the hell is going on? I'm about to go on my honeymoon soon. You know that, right? I don't have time. Who the hell do you think you're talking to right now? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you should be asking yourself that same exact question. I don't care about your stupid quips. I need to know where the hell Ruru is. Roy isn't around? I went to Roy's apartment and tried to let myself in as usual, but I couldn't get in. So I asked the security and they said that Roy didn't renew his lease. Yeah, that's because Roy has already moved out. What the hell did you just say? Yeah, he moved the day before the wedding ceremony. He didn't tell you? You remember that girlfriend that he brought to the wedding? Yeah, he moved with her. He says that he's gonna be living with her now. And he didn't like his old apartment because, you know, it was meant for someone who was single. So he said that he was gonna find a bigger place with enough space for the two people. Why the hell wasn't I informed about any of this? What in God's name is going on? I told you that both of us are gonna cut ties. In case you didn't know, by both of us, I meant Roy and I. You're lying. I know you're lying. If he tells you where he lives now, you're gonna suddenly show up at his house unannounced on the weekend and he won't be able to actually relax on his days off. You start leaving behind giant apple pies that he doesn't even want to begin with, and the best part is that you take out the spare key without asking. You even use his credit card without asking him at all, and he kept asking you to stop. He said something along the lines of, "When she's around, she literally drains the soul and freedom from me." What is wrong with a concerned mother going to check in on her son? That's a totally normal thing to do. Yeah, you know that both Roy and I aren't exactly ages where you should be referring to us with baby names, right? You're just using your status as mom, sorry, ex-mom to try to get closer to Roy and I so that you can try to gather as many resources as you can, right? Are you not ashamed or embarrassed that you're using your own child's credit card to buy crap online? And my gosh, the things you're buying. I'm letting him repay me. Yeah, I think both of us have done plenty of that. We're both going to stop being your children now. Sorry, we're both out. Lucky for you, you haven't sold your house yet, I hope, and you're still at a good age to where you can work. I know you have more than enough energy to flip some burgers, right? You are giving the wedding doors a good kicking. You should just work hard so that you can earn your own money for your own food. You know all that money that Dad left behind that you used up in the blink of an eye? The important inheritance that you kept to yourself. Take this as your chance to really find out how much time and effort Dad put into his job to earn all of that money. Then, maybe you'll actually find an appreciation for hard work. I don't want to start working now. I don't want to live a life that's so poor and boring and mundane. I want to live a lavish life. You know, I don't know about living a boring life and being poor, but I think that's totally up to you. If you decide to work, then you can probably get a good amount of money saved up. Ruru should be living with me, his mother, his flesh and blood, not some random woman that he picked up off the side of the street. I'm special, not her. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I actually spoke to her before the wedding. She works over at the secretarial department in a massive corporation. I'm pretty sure she's a clever woman and she's very worthy of Roy. They're good for each other. Secretarial department? Yeah, they apparently met at the company. I don't work in the same company as my husband, so I really felt a little jealous about the whole thing. You should hear the story about how they met and started dating. Oh well, it doesn't matter because I don't work anymore. I retired and I'm going to be a stay-at-home wife. Wait, so you're telling me that Ruru's girlfriend also works at a giant corporation like he does? That means that she must be making a really good amount of money, right? Oh, here we go again. Are you trying to get more money? I was planning on living with Ruru for the rest of my life, but, you know, now that I think about it, I guess I'm okay with living with them. I need them to get married so that all three of us can live together and they can fund me. Yeah, that's not happening. I spoke to Roy, and Roy has zero interest in ever living with you from now on. I don't know where you got that idea. Also, I'm pretty sure that he's definitely not going to be telling you about him getting married, if they get married. What? Why the hell not? I mean, why would he? You literally showed up at my wedding in funeral attire and then didn't regret it. I mean, I'll let you in on a secret. I really didn't like that. I found it hurtful. It seems like you were never interested in my wedding anyway. Not that I'm really surprised by that. To be honest, it's not like you were ever interested in me as a human being either. Don't worry though, I'll let you go, Mom. You can feel free to do as you like without forcing yourself near me. I'm not going to be forcing myself to have to spend time around you when all you do is be toxic around me. Now you just hang on a second. You know, Roy and I are actually incredibly thankful that you have given birth to us. Thank you for going through a painful labor to bring us into this world. But I think that from here on out, we all need to just go on our ways. Well, you specifically need to go on your way, and we'll go on our own way, together. I think that's just what's best for all of us right now. So let's just end it right here. Hang on just a second. Okay, I have a great idea. I'm okay with living with you for the rest of my life too. I'll sell the house that Dad left behind for me so that I have a little bit of money. Then I can live with you and your husband. I'll even take great care of the grandkids too. If you ever have kids, I swear, I'll babysit them. Yeah, I'm gonna say no thanks. No, I can't have you turn me down.
I want you to keep living life alone from now on, Mom. Understand that this is what happens when you push people away.
You've already stopped all of my credit cards too? Why would you do such a thing? Whose money am I supposed to spend from now on if I want a new bag? Your own money? I am telling you, I don't want to work. Oh my gosh, you're such an idiot. You know, if you weren't so picky about where you want to work, there's plenty of places hiring. And besides, with how much energy you have, I don't think you'll ever get sick or too tired from working. You've got a lot of kick, I'll tell ya. Linda, I need you to keep talking to me because this is where you really need to take care of your parents. Oh crap, I think it's my boarding call. I gotta go now, so I guess this is my goodbye. Wait, just hang on a second. Are you just going to abandon your mother like that? How dare you? I can't get in touch with Ruru at all. I keep messaging and calling him and he just won't answer. You managed to marry into so much money and I don't get to see any of that money? I don't want this. I don't like this at all. I don't want to be thrown away by my own son and daughter. Both Roy and I blocked every single point of contact that we could think of and proceeded to delete her information from our contact list. We were sure to block her on every outlet and every piece of social media that we could think of. Apparently, Mom did just randomly show up at the company that my younger brother and my husband work at, but, you know, it's a giant company. The security there was incredibly tight and they managed to catch her early. They had her politely escorted back out of the building to go home. At the moment, my mother is working hard, trying to find where we live. She needed money to exist, so she's apparently working at a supermarket near the house she lives at. She's always complaining to her coworkers about how she shouldn't be working at her age. All of the other coworkers who are younger than her don't like her. They're all avoiding her because they know that she's a toxic woman and the bosses are constantly chewing her out for her poor performance at work. Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Stuart, Dad's condition just got a lot worse. I need you to come over to the hospital as soon as possible.
No can do.
What do you mean? We both know that you didn't go to work today.
Exactly. I can't go because it's my day off from work. Well, thanks to Dad, of course. So I'm going to enjoy my extra day off. Tell him to fight it off till I have to go to work again or something.
What the hell?
Already decided to take my time and rest for today. And there's nothing that's going to change that. As an active and crucial member of our society's workforce, I need as much rest as I can get when I can get it.
You're joking, right? Your own father's condition is taking a toll right now. He needs you. And this might be the last time you'll be able to see him alive.
Yeah, and this might be my last chance to get some proper rest in a week.
Do you really not think that you owe him just this much? To see him and say a proper goodbye before he goes? Do you even know what he's done for you up until now?
It's not like I ever asked him to do anything for me. It's his free will, so I owe nothing.
Did you really just say that? He'll let you go to a private school even though it costs an insane amount each year. And that's because you didn't study at all during high school and couldn't make it into a public school in our state. He even let you try all of those extracurriculars like horse riding and swimming just because you thought they were cool. Not to mention how you quit all of those within half a year because you couldn't take even a bit of failure. Did you really never ask him for anything he gave you? Really? How much money and effort and care do you think he's putting into raising you?
It's literally required by law that a parent or guardian has to put in the money and effort and care in raising a child. That's the cost of making a child. It was his choice to make a child, so he got what he asked for. I don't see what you're so upset about here.
Are you talking about compulsory education? If you didn't know, that's only up until high school. Therefore, he was not obligated at all to send you to college. He did that for you.
Just shut up. Leave me alone.
Even when you got married, your pride kept you from hosting a wedding that you can actually afford. And you begged Dad to pay the amount that you couldn't pay off by yourself. Your pathetic self was literally begging him.
I paid him back by showing his son getting married in the best way possible. How much more does he want?
Have you really not understood how much you've been saved by him up until now? Even after hearing those stories? And it isn't just these episodes. There's hundreds and thousands more that I can't even remember about.
Are you done? As I said a while ago, I'm gonna go get some quality rest, and nothing's gonna stop me from getting it. If you still want to say something, tell Anne. I'm sure she's out somewhere right now. She might be able to head over there instead of me if you asked her to.
Anne?
Yeah? She's my wife, So she's like a sister-in-law to you, right?
So what? It doesn't matter whether Anne comes to visit or not. All that matters is whether you, his actual son, is coming to visit him for one last time or not.
Take good care of Anne. Don't be too mean to her. Oh, and also, what's going on with his inheritance?
Inheritance?
Yeah, contact me when all that's decided.
Dad's not in his best shape, but he's still fighting.
Oh, and also make sure to get the funeral on a weekday. I'll get to skip going to work again. Oh, and also, Dad's inheritance will be divided by 3. 1/3 for me, 1/3 for you, 1/3 for Anne. Got it? So me and Anne get 2/3 of his inheritance.
How did you turn out like this?
I have no idea how to manage a funeral, by the way, so I'm gonna have to leave all of that to you, sis. You're the firstborn, so you're basically obligated to do it anyways. And you still live in Dad's house, so you're obviously the one who's most in debt. I don't owe anything of that sort to him, so you better do your best and repay him for everything he's done for you.
How could a person be raised to be so selfish?
You're saying I'm selfish? You barely graduated from high school and kept taking money from Dad until he died.
Taking his money?
Yeah. How do you have the nerve to keep getting raised by your dad at your age? You should have sustained your own life starting from way earlier on.
Did you really just say that to me? Without understanding a thing about your own family. You never even came back to visit us, so you wouldn't know why I had to do what I had to do.
I made calls pretty frequently. It's not like you never heard my voice or anything. How is a grown man with his own family supposed to visit his parents every week, huh?
The only reason you called us was to ask for money from Dad. You called on his birthday last year and Dad was really happy that you did that for once. But you didn't even say the phrase, happy birthday. You just called him to ask him for money. Again. He just laughed it off, but I could see the tears he was holding back.
You expect me to sing happy birthday to him on the phone? How old do you think I am? 4? A grown man wouldn't do that, and it should be common sense. I don't even know the man's birthday.
But you somehow still have the nerve to ask for money on your own birthday every single year, right?
Yeah, because I'm his son. I get to receive things from him. That's what being a parent is.
You know what? Fine. Have it your way. I just get stressed talking to you. You don't have to come to the hospital. Not that you would have if I were to ask you to.
Yeah. Good luck with the funeral.
Hey, Anne? Where are you right now? Stuart just tells me that he doesn't know where you are no matter how many times I ask him. The cremation is about to start. I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss it, but we're all about to get on the bus to get there. Hi, please don't mind me. You all can start heading there. But we can't just leave you, honey. It's fine, really. I know where the crematorium is, so I can get there on my own. My stomach hasn't been doing too well since this morning. Really? Are you okay? Yes, I just need a bit of time. I took some medicine just now, so I'm sure I'll get better soon. So, I insist. Please don't mind me and head over to the crematorium without me. I'll be there with you all within half an hour. Okay, honey, but take your time. We'll be there waiting for you. Should I tell Stuart to stay here at the hall to wait for you? No, thank you. I'm sure he'll like to be there from the start till the end, and I'm confident that I'll be fine on my own. I don't think he gives the slightest crap about this whole thing, but... Regardless, I'll be fine on my own, so don't mind me. Please. Alright. Well, text me if you need anything. I'll send Stuart right over, okay? Oh, and I also told the staff members to prepare a taxi for you, so just tell them when you're ready and you'll have a ride. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry for getting a stomachache at such an important time. I'll be sure to keep Stuart updated about the situation, so if you're ever wondering how I'm doing, please ask him. Okay, sweetie. Anne? Are you sure you're alright? Yes, of course. Oh no, is it already about to end? We're about to bury him. I'm so sorry that I couldn't make it. Please don't mind me and focus on saying your last goodbye to your father. I really am doing fine over here. In fact, I'm doing great. Really? Are you feeling better? Actually, I'm feeling ecstatic. What do you mean ecstatic? I just rode a taxi here to your father's house. I'm packing up all of your things right now. What? Packing up my things? At my dad's house? I thought you were in the bathroom. Didn't you have a stomachache? Actually, that was a lie. My stomach doesn't hurt at all. I mean, my stomach hurt earlier from laughing so hard at how easy this was though. What do you mean? And why are you at my house? You don't even have a key, right? Actually, I borrowed a key from Stuart. My brother doesn't have a key either. He said he borrowed the key from your purse. You know, since it was wide open since this morning because you were so busy managing the funeral. Is this a joke? You two took the key from my purse? Actually, we took your keys from your purse. Your key case. You keep so many different keys in there. Do you know how long it took me to find the right one to your door? What are the other ones for anyways? I mean, I'm sure you had to manage a lot of keys after you joined your dad's company straight out of high school. I'm surprised a high school graduate was able to manage so many different keys. There are very, very important ones in there. Please give them back right now. Don't worry, I won't lose them. And I can't head over there and hand them to you right now. I'm in the middle of a very important process of organizing your things right now. Why are you in my house organizing my things? Well, of course, because this house is going to belong to Stuart and I in a little bit, right? So I need to get to work and pack up everything that's going to get in the way of our new life in this house. And the perfect timing was now, since you're not going to be here for a while. What do you mean the house is going to belong to you two? I heard from Stuart that 2/3 of your father's inheritance is going to belong to us. His money, company, and his house. These are the 3 main things that he's leaving behind, right? So we talked it out and decided that Stuart and I should get the house and the company and you can have half of this money. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't even know who gets what yet. And the only people with legal rights to his inheritance are his children by blood, meaning me and my brother. You're not included, Anne. Unless he left it in his will that he wanted to include you too, of course. What do you mean? I'm basically his daughter. Yeah, you're her daughter-in-law on paper, but you aren't related to him through blood. Oh, don't be so cold, Patricia. Cold? You've never taken care of my father or even showed any type of care towards him. But now you act like you care in the slightest way because there's money involved? You seem way colder than me through my eyes. Oh my god! How dare you! I've always thought about all of you in the same way as my family. Even if we were to hypothetically divide his inheritance into 3, how does it make sense that you two get the house and the company and I only get half of his money? That isn't even at all. Just think about it. Your dad's a company owner, and he doesn't even have a proper hobby that would cost them any money. And he doesn't spend money for anything else, right? So that means he has savings that we could only dream of. Therefore, that portion of his inheritance is most likely to be way more in value than the other 2. Please stop using your simple-minded assumptions as proof towards your argument. Just listen. So Stuart becomes the new boss, right? And I become the boss of the house and the home that he left behind. And we use half of the money that we get to reform the house. And voila! Dream mansion. That's our plan. So I'm going to have to throw out everything that is unnecessary for us to accomplish the plan. Don't you dare touch anything that belongs to my father. Huh? Oh, I see. Your high school graduate brain can process all of this. I said we're going to throw out everything that's unnecessary. Everything your dad has is part of his inheritance, so we're going to sell it all and make money off of it. So why would I throw it away? You need to start learning how to use your brain. When Stuart becomes the boss, I'll tell him about this and how we don't need a high school graduate working for us. Wait, so you're just going to throw out my stuff? What did I say earlier? Not a single soul on this planet benefits from you staying in this house, you parasite. So, I'll be throwing everything out into the dumpster. Got it? Wait, I have some very important things for work around my desk. Okay, then I'll just pile everything up around the front door, got it? You can pick up whatever you need and we'll throw out the rest for you. How kind of me. You have all of the night to get everything out of the way. The garbage truck is going to be taking out everything else that is there by tomorrow morning. You people are sick. I thought my brother was the worst, but you're just as bad. You never even bothered asking how he was or coming over to say hi. But as soon as he dies, you people do this? Do you really think that things are going to go your way? The same goes for you. Did you really think that you were going to become the next boss of your father's company after he died? Why on earth would he choose a high school graduate over a college graduate? Just use a bit of common sense and you could have figured it out on your own. Don't think you'll get to keep sucking your daddy's blood forever, you pest. A parasite like you needs to leave right now. Whatever. Good luck with getting away with that. You're the one who needs the luck, Patricia, because my husband is going to be the next boss of your dad's company, and I'm going to be the wife of the boss, which means that we're well off for the rest of our lives. Make sure to get everything off on the front porch, because I'm sure you'll need everything you have to survive from now on. Hey, Patricia, is it true that you came over to the house while I was gone? Stop invading our property. That house belongs to me and my husband. I just went over to organize my father's things. Oh, okay. Did you find anything that was worth money? And don't think you can get away with hiding anything from us. We'll take any legal actions necessary if we find out what happens. Sadly, no. I didn't find anything that was worth money. I took the notebook with his favorite restaurants from all over the country though, if that's fine. Wow, I didn't know he had an actual hobby. I finished organizing a good portion of his belongings, so I'm sure the house is pretty empty now. I mean, it's pretty empty now. But are you sure that there is really nothing worth money in there? And once again, don't lie. I'm not going to lie. And my father didn't have anything expensive enough to be worth noting anyways. Really? But I thought all business owners have lots and lots of expensive things. You just reminded me. When is Stuart going to come to visit the company? He's joining us, right? The CEO is very busy. He doesn't have time to show up at work. Now, when is his salary going to be paid? For being the CEO. I have no idea what you're thinking is the case here. But I'm the boss of my dad's company now, so he's going to have an interview with me if he really wants to join. What? What do you mean you're the boss? We talked about how we're going to divide the inheritance already. The story about you two getting 2/3 of his inheritance? Yes. Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but Dad named me as the next boss before he passed away, and I've already been head of the company for over 6 months now. You're lying. Why wouldn't you tell us about that? I mean, the only time that you'd ever bother talking to us was when you guys wanted money, and you two would either ignore us or not listen to what we were saying when we'd reach out to you. So no wonder you two didn't know. And also, the ownership of the house you're living in right now was changed to be under my name. So what happens to that house is completely up to me. What? Yeah, my father suddenly fell ill and got hospitalized, so we talked everything out in advance. because we knew that Stuart is going to try and make things go their way. But I didn't expect you to leave in the middle of the funeral and throw my stuff out. Explain all of this right now. What do you mean, talked everything out? I became boss of the company as planned, before my dad even fell ill. We changed the owner of the house to my name after my dad got hospitalized, and he gave every single cent that he owned to me while he was still alive.
Wait, so what does that leave us with?
I mean, I think he has a few dollars in his bank account right now. You can have that.
A few dollars?
Yep. And also, if you two are planning to stay in that house, I'm going to have to ask you to pay rent. Judging by the rent of the other houses in that area, and of course with a discount since you guys are family, I'd say around $2,000 a month.
What? What makes you think we could pay the amount every month? We aren't even working right now.
You guys are unemployed?
Of course we are. Stuart was supposed to take over the company. Speaking of, change places with Stuart right now. Get off your high horse, you high school graduate.
I have graduated from college.
What? Stop lying.
I'm not lying. I was about to go on to getting a degree in college, but then my mother suddenly passed away right there and then. So I joined my dad's company to take her place. We didn't have many workers back then and business was slow, but I worked really hard and got the company back on track. So after the company was stable enough, I pursued a degree in college while staying over at my dad's house whenever we needed to have a meeting.
You just stayed over? Weren't you living there like a leech?
Have I never told you before? I have my own house and live there. Did you really think I had an oddly few amount of things when you threw my belongings onto the porch?
Well, I thought it was a proper amount.
I live in an apartment on the 40th floor.
On the 40th floor?
Yeah, my dad bought it for me. Right when our company was finally recovering from its downhill trail, he said it was time to make things even for everything he did for Stuart.
So, he buys you a gorgeous apartment.
Yeah, it's pretty close to my university too.
Wait a minute. University? I thought you joined your dad's company as soon as you graduated from high school.
That's right. And after I was able to stabilize my father's company, I redid my college admissions and graduated with a degree. I studied business at school, and I applied everything I learned directly to work. Ever since I started doing so, the sales kept going up, so I had a really good time at college. I think it was just around the time you guys were getting married. That's when I was getting graduated.
How did we never notice?
I'm pretty sure it was because you had absolutely no interest in me.
Wait, so there's nothing left behind for the two of us?
You can have the 2/3 of the few bucks that are still left in my dad's bank account.
You're lying. How are we supposed to live off that kind of money?
You two are the ones who quit your jobs, aren't you? Oh, and by the way, if you can't pay the rent, then I'm going to have to ask you two to leave the house. Please? I'm the one who has the rights to the house, so $2,000 by the end of the month. Capiche?
How am I supposed to do that?
Then, please make your way to the door and...
I can't do that either. There's nowhere else for us to go. You own a business. You have your own house. Please just let us stay there until we get off our feet on the ground. And Stuart doesn't have to be the boss. He can be your assistant. Just please, hire him.
I'm sorry, but I can't just do that. You told me that you're going to kick me out for being a high school graduate, right? That high school graduates aren't fit for being stable members of society?
There's nothing to worry about that. Stuart's a college graduate. He'll get everything done properly for you.
Stuart hasn't graduated from college.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he made our dad pay some expensive college fees and got into a private college. But he kept skipping class and got held back for a year. After that, he kept complaining about having to study alongside people who are a year younger than him. One day, he just quit going altogether.
Wait, so that means...
Yeah. He's a high school graduate.
What?
Sorry for having to be the one to tell you. I'm not childish like him, so I never brought it up. And it's not his education that keeps me from hiring him. It's his lack of care towards others and motivation to keep improving at what he does that keeps me from hiring him. Tell him that I wish him good luck in finding a new job. Well then, text me when you have my rent ready.
Wait, Patricia, please, just help us this once. We're here cute siblings, right? Just give us one last chance.
After that, I had to kick out the couple since they couldn't afford to pay the rent. On the other hand, I rented out the apartment that I was living alone in and moved back to the house that my father left behind for me. With the money he left behind for me, I reformed my house to be as clean as a newly built one. Regarding my love life, I ended up marrying a man who I had been working with for a few years and a trusted assistant of my father. My brother and his wife kept bothering me about money, so I had to file a restraining order on them. I heard that they were currently living on Anne's parents' house, but they're being forced to pay 2/3 of their salary as rent.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.